New Google Genie 3 update is insane. Today, I'm going to show you Google's brand new Genie 3 that just dropped. This thing creates entire video game worlds from just text. You can walk around, change the weather, and add animals in real time. This is not some fake demo. This is happening right now. We're talking about the future of AI and is here today. Wait until you see what this means for your business. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Google just dropped something that's going to change everything, and I mean everything. They just released Genie 3, and this thing is absolutely insane. Google calls it their groundbreaking world model that creates interactive, playable environments from a single text prompt. I'm talking about an AI that can create entire worlds from just typing a few words, not just pictures, not just videos, entire interactive worlds that you can walk around in real time. Google literally asked this question: what if you could not only watch a generated video, but explore it too? That's exactly what Genie 3 does. It creates interactive, playable environments from a single text prompt. Think about this for a second. You type helicopter pilot carefully maneuvering over a coastal cliff with a small waterfall, and boom, you're flying that helicopter. You see the cliff, you see the waterfall. You can look around, you can move wherever you want. But here's where it gets crazy. Google calls this promptable world events. You can change that world while you're in it just by talking to it. You say, a man in a chicken suit appears from the left and runs down the footpath, hugging the wall, and it happens. You say, introduce new characters, and they appear. From photorealistic landscapes to fantasy realms, the possibilities are endless. This is not science fiction, this is happening right now. Google just announced this. Let me break down exactly what Genie 3 can do, because this is going to blow your mind. Google says this offers a glimpse into new forms of entertaining or educational generative media. Imagine seeing life through the eyes of a dinosaur, exploring the streets of ancient Greece, or learning about how search and rescue efforts are planned. First thing, this AI creates worlds in 720p resolution. That's HD quality, and it runs at 24 frames per second. That means it's smooth, like a real video game. The old version, Genie 2, could only do this for about 20 seconds. Then it would forget what it made, like it had memory problems. Genie 3, it can keep going for several minutes, and get this, it remembers everything. You walk away from a building, come back a minute later, and that building is still exactly where you left it. Same windows, same doors, same everything. That's huge, because it means this AI actually understands space and objects. It's not just making random pictures, it's creating real worlds with real physics. But wait, there's more. Google calls this thing a world model, and they say it's a stepping stone to AGI. That's artificial general intelligence, and that's the holy grail of AI. That's when AI becomes as smart as humans. Now I know what you're thinking. Julian, this sounds cool, but how does this help my business? Great question, and I'm going to answer that. But first, let me show you exactly what this thing can do. The Google team tested this with something called SIMA. That's their AI agent, basically a robot that can do tasks. They put SEMA inside a world created by Genie 3. Then they told it to do different jobs, like go find that red building or pick up that object. And it worked. The AI agent could navigate around, it could complete tasks, it could understand the world that Genie 3 created. This is massive. But let's talk about your business. If you're in e-commerce, imagine this. Instead of taking photos of your products, you create 3D worlds where customers can walk around and see your products in action. Selling furniture, create a house where people can walk through and see how your couch looks in a living room. Selling clothes, create a fashion show where people can see models wearing your clothes from every angle. The possibilities are endless. And here's the kicker. This technology is going to get better fast. Google is just getting started. Right now, Genie 3 has some limits. It can't recreate real places perfectly, so you can't say, show me the Eiffel Tower and get an exact copy. It also struggles with text, so if you want signs with words, that's still tricky, and it only works for a few minutes at a time. Google wants to get this to work for hours. Genie 3 is going to improve every month, every week, maybe every day. The companies that start experimenting with this now are going to have a huge advantage later. Speaking of experimenting, if you want to stay ahead of all this AI stuff, you need to join my AI Success Lab. We've got over 14,000 members already. Inside, you get access to 100 plus AI tutorials, complete SOPs, and step-by-step processes for using AI in your business. The link is in the comments and description below. Now, let me tell you about the technical stuff that makes Genie 3 so special. Google calls this promptable world events, and it's revolutionary. Beyond navigation, users can insert text prompts to alter the world in real time, like changing the weather or introducing new characters. This unlocks a new level of dynamic interaction. The technical term is autoregressive model. That means it creates each frame one at a time, and every frame it creates, it has to remember everything that came before. Imagine you're painting a picture, but but you can only add one tiny dot at a time, and every dot you add has to match perfectly with all the dots you added before. That's basically what Genie 3 is doing, except it's doing it 24 times per second for minutes at a time. The amount of computing power this takes is insane. Google isn't even letting regular people use it yet. It's only available to researchers and creators. That tells you how expensive this is to run. The game changes in real time based on what you say. This is going to completely change entertainment, movies, games, virtual reality, everything. But let's get back to business applications. Training is huge. Think about any job that's dangerous: oil rigs, construction sites, emergency response. Instead of putting people in real danger for training, you create realistic simulations with Genie 3. Show me a building on fire with smoke and heat. Add fallen debris blocking the exit. Make visibility low. Firefighters can train in hundreds of different scenarios without any real risk. Same thing for doctors. Show me a patient with these symptoms. Make the patient's condition worse. Add complications. Medical students can practice on thousands of different cases. The education possibilities are incredible. History class. Show me ancient Rome during Caesar's time. Students can walk through the forum, see the buildings, experience what it was like. Science class. Show me inside a human cell. Make the DNA bigger so we can see it. Show me how viruses attack cells. Kids can learn by exploring instead of just reading textbooks. Now here's something most people are missing. Google isn't just making this for fun. They're building this because they need it for AGI. Artificial general intelligence needs to understand the world, how objects move, how physics works, how actions have consequences. Genie 3 is teaching AI all of that. Every world it creates, every interaction it simulates, every physics calculation it makes. That's all training data for bigger, smarter AI systems. Google is basically creating a massive training ground for AI that's going to be smarter than humans. And they're doing it by letting the AI play in virtual worlds all day long. This is how AGI is going to learn about reality, by creating millions of fake realities and experimenting in all of them. The implications are staggering, but let's talk about what you can do right now. First, start learning about AI. Don't wait. The businesses that survive the next few years are going to be the ones that adapt to AI fast. Second, think about how virtual worlds could help your business. Could you use this for training, for marketing, for product development? Third, experiment. Try new AI tools, learn how they work, build that muscle now so you're ready when the really powerful stuff becomes available. And here's something else. Start documenting your business processes now. When Genie 3 becomes available to everyone, you're going to want to create virtual training environments for your team. The better you understand your own processes, the better you can recreate them in virtual worlds. That's the kind of thinking you need. How can virtual worlds help your specific business? Now, let me tell you about some of the technical challenges Google had to solve. The biggest problem with creating virtual worlds is consistency. When you look away from something and then look back, it needs to be exactly the same. That sounds easy, but it's incredibly hard for AI. Imagine you're looking at a red car, you turn around to look at a building, then you turn back to the car. The AI has to remember that the car was red, it was in that exact spot, it had those exact dents and scratches. For humans, this is automatic. We don't even think about it. For AI, it's like trying to remember a phone number while doing math problems in your head. Genie 3 can remember details for up to a minute. That might not sound like much, but in AI terms, that's incredible. Most AI systems forget things after a few seconds. But here's what's really clever. Genie 3 doesn't just remember things, it understands how they should change. If you see a ball rolling down a hill, Genie 3 knows that when you look back, the ball should be further down the hill. If you see clouds moving across the sky, they should be in a different position when you look back. The AI understands physics without anyone teaching it. Physics, that's emergence. That's when AI develops abilities that no one programmed into it. And that's exactly what we need for AGI. Google's researchers are calling this a key stepping stone to AGI. And I think they're right. Here's why. AGI needs to understand the world like humans do. It needs to know that objects don't just disappear when you're not looking at them. It needs to understand cause and effect. It needs to understand that actions have consequences. Genie 3 is developing all of those abilities, and it's doing it by creating millions of virtual experiences. This is like giving AI a childhood, a time to play and explore and learn how the world works. Except instead of taking 18 years like human children, AI can do this in weeks or months. That's how we get to AGI, not by programming rules into computers, but by letting AI experience the world and figure out the rules for itself. Genie 3 is the playground where that's happening. Now, you might be wondering when you'll be able to use this. Google isn't saying. Right now, it's only available to researchers and some creators, but based on how fast Google moves with AI, I'd guess we'll see a public version within the next year or two. Maybe sooner if the competition heats up. And speaking of competition, everyone else is working on this too. OpenAI, Meta, Microsoft. They all want to build world models. This is going to be a race, and that's good for us because it means the technology will improve faster and get cheaper faster. But here's what you need to understand. When this technology becomes available to everyone, it's going to change everything. Content creation, education, training, entertainment, gaming, marketing, sales. Every industry that uses visual content is going to be transformed. The question is, will you be ready? Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about Genie 3. How do you see yourself using this in your business? Now, before we wrap up, I want to tell you about some opportunities that are opening up right now. If you're running a business and you want to scale with AI, you need to join my AI Profit Boardroom. This is where the best entrepreneurs are learning to use AI to get more customers and save hundreds of hours with automation. We currently have 1,000 members, and the community is incredible. If you're specifically interested in SEO and getting more organic traffic, I'm offering free SEO strategy sessions. You can book one using the link in the comments and description below. We'll analyze your website and show you exactly how to get more customers from Google. And remember, if you want all the video notes from this video plus access to our complete AI training library with over 100 use cases and tutorials, join the AI Success Lab. We've got 14,000 members already because people know this is where you get the real strategies that work. Links are in the comments and description. The future is coming fast. Companies like Google are building technology that seemed impossible just a few years ago. The businesses that survive and thrive are going to be the ones that embrace this change instead of fighting it. Genie 3 is just the beginning. Virtual worlds created from text are going to be everywhere soon. The question is, what are you going to build in yours? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we dive into more cutting-edge AI that's changing business forever.